Hi, I'm Ann Haber, and today I'm going to demonstrate blood cells. So we have red blood cells and white blood cells. And there's another, we kind of call it a cell, but it's not really a cell. It's a platelet, so I'm going to demonstrate those as well. So this is actually what the blood cells look like under the microscope. So you have red blood cells, and they are referred to as biconcave discs. They are about 8 microns in diameter, which is about the diameter of a human capillary. So they're very small. So this is what you would see under the microscope. So these are the red blood cells. Red blood cells, biconcave discs. If you could feel this, you could feel that it would be a disc. And the platelets are about 3 microns. And they're not really cells. They are actually chunks of cytoplasm. They come from a very large cell in the bone marrow called a megakaryocyte. And the megakaryocyte sections off its cytoplasm. And it's the little sections of cytoplasm that travel through your general circulation in the form of platelets. And they're about 3 microns. Normally they're about 3 microns. So as you can see on this model, they're quite a bit smaller than the red blood cells. There are 5 different kinds of white blood cells, and we classify them into 2 categories. Granulocytes, meaning that there are granules in the cytoplasm, and agranulocytes, meaning that there are no granules in the cytoplasm. The most prevalent of the white blood cells is the granulocyte, the neutrophil. It is identified by its multiple-lobed nucleus. And hard to see on this and also hard to see on the model, but there are granules in the cytoplasm. They're sort of sandy colored. So the neutrophil has multiple lobes to its nucleus and has a sort of sandy colored granular cytoplasm. And the granules, in the case of the neutrophils and the eosinophils, contain phagocytic enzymes because both the neutrophils and the eosinophils are phagocytes. And neutrophils particularly like to phagocytize bacteria. So that's what's actually contained in the granules of this granular cytoplasm. Eosinophils are also granulocytes, and they are also phagocytes. But they like to phagocytize antigen-antibody complexes, such as during allergies or perhaps autoimmune diseases, or parasitic worms. So those are the things they like to eat the most. Okay, and they're recognized by their bilobed nucleus, and this is real life bright red-orange granules, those bright red-orange granules in their cytoplasm. So on this model, we definitely see the bilobed nucleus of the eosinophil. We don't see bright orange granules so much, but that's definitely how you would recognize an eosinophil. The third kind of granulocyte is called the basophil, and it's not very prominent at all. Only 1% of your white blood cells are basophils. And they are identified by the very dark and large purple granules in their cytoplasm. And the granules are so huge and purple that they kind of occlude the nucleus. So you really can't see the nucleus that well in real life, but it's usually bilobed versus multi-lobed like a neutrophil. So it's the least prevalent white blood cell, so it's the least prevalent white blood cell on this plaque as well. And you can recognize it again by its bright purple granules. So those are the granulocytes. And then the agranulocytes are lymphocytes and monocytes. Lymphocytes are fairly easily recognized by the fact that they are mostly nucleus and not very much cytoplasm. You can have pretty large lymphocytes or small lymphocytes. So mostly nucleus, not very much cytoplasm. Mostly nucleus, not very much cytoplasm. Large lymphocyte, small lymphocyte. Okay? And then and the lymphocytes, you will learn, have many different roles of the specific immune system. Monocytes are also phagocytes, They do make phagocytic enzymes, but they don't show up as granules per se under the microscope, the way we stain them. Their cytoplasm is a grayish color, and the nucleus can be any shape. Okay, we call it polymorphic nucleus. Sometimes we call it folded and brain-like. So a large cell, it's the largest of the white cells. It has a multiple shaped nucleus with gray cytoplasm. So largest of the cells. Nucleus can look like many different things. And the cytoplasm is gray in color.